Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Noah. Today I am going to show you how to solve this problem. Before starting today's tutorial, if you are new for educational TV and if you can see the last 11 questions, I recommend to use that questions and come back here again. Now let's jump into this problem. Determine the angle at which a particle in Jupiter's circular orbit experience equal attraction from the Sun and from the Jupiter. Here we can get Suns and here we can get a Jupiter, as you can see here, and here we can get a particles, and these particles experience equal attraction force from the Sun and from the Jupiters. As you can see here, there is an inclination from the Sun which is at an angle theta, and this question is asked you in order to determine the angle theta. In order to solve this problem, we must know about the mass of the Suns and the mass of the Jupiters, and also the distance between the center of the Suns and the center of the Jupiters. As you know, the mass of the Suns is a very high mass. It is 333,000 times mass of Earth, which means 313 times, around 313 times that of the Earth. It's very huge mass. And the mass of Jupiter is also 317.8 mass of the Earth, which means 370.8 times of the Earth. It's also a very huge planet. And the force between the Sun and the Jupiter is the same as the distance between Sun and particle, and the distance between Jupiter and particle is already given. The force experienced by the Sun on the particles and the force experienced by the Jupiter on the particles are equal. By using this condition, we can solve at this angle theta. Okay, the required value is determine the angle at which the particle in Jupiter's circular orbit experience equal attraction from the Sun and from the Jupiter. It's a prerequisite in order to determine the angle theta. As you know, here there is an arc length. This arc length is very important in order to determine this angle. From your mathematics course, you can get the arc length L. As you can see here is a circle, a full circle. It is 360 degree, and it has an arc length L, and L is equals to theta times R, where the arc length formula is R is the radius of the circle, and theta is the center of the arc and the radius of the circle. We can simply use this formula and calculate your arc length, and you can convert the angle into radian by using a conversion factor of pi over 180. In order to convert degree to radian, we can multiply 180 over pi, and in order to convert pi to radian to degree, we can use this conversion factor and simply convert degree to radian, and simply, as you can see here, we can get the arc length from the mass of Jupiter to the mass of the Jupiter to the particles. Okay, now according to the Newton law of gravitation, the force of attraction on the particle due to the Sun is given by force of attraction by the Sun is equals to gravitational constant times mass of Sun times mass of particle over distance between Sun and particle. Here is the whole square, where G is the universal gravitational constant and M is the mass of the particle. Similarly, the force of attraction between the particle due to by Jupiter is given as shown here. Now the two forces are equal. It is given already in the problem, and force of attraction by the Sun on the particle equals force of attraction on the particle by Jupiter. We can equate this and cancelled G by G and mass of particle and mass by mass of particle. Here we left mass of Sun over distance between Sun and Jupiter, so square equals to mass of Jupiter over distance between Jupiter and particle. After this, we can rearrange this problem, and we can get the ratio of its mass. You can get the ratio of its mass, and we can use the concept of arc length in order to solve this problem. And finally, we will get distance between Jupiter and mass, which means you can substitute the distance between the arc length formula, and simply you can get angle theta equals to 0.039. After this, we can convert it into degree, and we will get 1.77 degree. You can use a calculator and simply check its problem. generally.